Well, good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. It is Friday, first day of the weekend. Get ready to have some fun. Remember, you still got 8 hours work because, remember, I am unemployed. I am also retired, so I need you all to go out there and put in a hard day's work and earn some money for me, please. So, good morning to each and every one of you all. I guess that's not the kind of greeting you wanted this morning, but that's the kind of greeting you're getting because I missed you all for 2 days. I did a lot of cleaning over the last 2 days. Incredible work on the castle. Talk a little bit more about that later on, but right now what I'd like to do is so peaceful and serene and beautiful down here. Of course it's beautiful, you can see that already, but there's also other beauty to show you as well, so just hang in there for a couple of seconds. Alright, so we're right now at Brighton Beach. This is just before we get to Brandons Beach. Hot pot is just over there in that point. You can see the Barbados Light and Power Station, just to give you an indication of where we are. We can look in this direction, we're going to say our serenity prayer. Hope you'll be able to join us. Remember, it's not a religious prayer, it's a prayer for peace, guidance and direction. This is something that calms me whenever I get into a very stressful situation or whatever. I always resort back to the serenity prayer, so hopefully it will help you as well get through. Those who'd like to join us, please do so. All others will be back in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Absolutely gorgeous. I assure you all felt the serenity and the peace just now. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning down here. I saw Brother Marco had notified everyone of what ships are in today. Maximum capacity just under 9,000. That's made up of 3,000 crew approximately and about 6,000 passengers between the 4 vessels that are coming in. The vessel you were just seeing coming in was the Britannia. She does 11 flights turning here, 6 on a Friday, 5 on a Saturday, or that's what her combination used to be. And that's the Britannia right there. So all those people over the next 2 days will be leaving Barbados, and a whole new batch will be brought in via charter aircraft. So if you see the South Coast sky is really busy today and tomorrow, you will know why. All the charter aircraft are catering to this vessel and also the other ones. The others are mainly high-end vessels though. The other ones are all catering to a crew ratio of like a 0.64 or 0.69 for the actual crew to passenger, which means just that you're getting high-end service. No matter what you do, you know, if you go and smoke a cigarette, push the ashtray, when you come back you find a clover leaf in the ashtray, cigarette gone, you know, high-end ships. The Britannia is a lot more of a mass movement, but a beautiful, beautiful English ship that comes here every year. And she has sister ships also turn here, but she's the bigger of the P&O line for sure. Beautiful, beautiful day down here on the west coast of the island. A little bit of drizzles and stuff going on. We're actually experiencing a couple of little drizzles here now. If you look back to this section here, you'll see the sun rising just over these buildings. This is Brighton area. We will be walking in the direction of Bridgetown. Talk a little bit more of that as we go. A lot of the buildings along here, Airbnb properties. If you look into you're Googling, go into Brighton and Google Barbados Brighton, you will find a lot of different Airbnb properties. Tons of them in this area. We've shown you Freshwater Bay and other ones down to the north of where we are. Many other ones in this area as well. Condos or full homes if you would like. What is interesting though is, I like to mention this because it gives you understanding. We see a lot of beaches disappearing, but I want you to understand what has happened any time that they have disappeared, and you can tie your own coincidences to it. Where you're seeing these chain link fences and stuff now, this is where the high water mark would have been. This is not an exaggeration. This is where the high water mark would have been years ago. This slender beach section. However, all of this width of beach that's here, and also all of the width of beach in direction of Bridgetown, all this is formed over the years. Fishermen have said Deepwater Harbour. I do know that the shallow draft facility that they've also built on there and the expansion for the Coast Guard and stuff has also helped as well. that acts as a natural groin in this area, or a groin in this area, and that's why the sand is being captured along here. Years ago, if you had been, I know we have some long timers from down in this area, from on this beach, that I've probably seen them come up and say this is #1 or the most beautiful beach in the world, or the best beach in the world. Everyone has their own opinion. I would say it's a magnificent beach. I know at one time I did not like here at all, because as you stepped in the water it was all coral. However, the amount of sand that's built over the years has moved the coral, or not has moved it, has actually buried the coral under here. So as you step in though, just a couple of meters off the actual beach, you're just going to put this umbrella for a click. Oh, there we go. Right, so as you move off of the beach, you will find coral mass all along here as well. That's why some people prefer Carlisle Bay to down here, for example, because down here has that reef formation immediately off of the shore. Very, very difficult sometimes if you're swimming. A little bit challenging for the elderly and stuff, especially if they want to go out for a little deeper swimmers, etc. Look at the cast of this sky rainbow forming down to this section here. Beautiful, beautiful morning here in the rock. Absolutely stunning conditions. I don't care about the water. It doesn't bother me. I came here to get wet today, so it really doesn't bother me if it's by the rain or by the sea. I got wet by the sea already. I don't know if you all thought that was showing off. That was certainly not showing off. I put that in the category of teasing. So, I know you all were thinking I was coming a lot of denial, but no, I was teasing, outright teasing. So if you saw that this morning, you surely enjoyed it, I hope. I know some of you all must see blue vex, but no man, you'll get down here in the sea soon. Hopefully you'll be with us as well. Before I go too much further, I'm going to hype it now. I'm going to hype it at the end if I remember, but I remember it now, so you know it is in memory. Tomorrow, Docile Saturday. Very interesting selection by Nicole. She has decided where she'd want to go. We have a lot of family that should be joining us. It would have the longer walks, would be a little bit more challenging, or the more beach walks would be more challenging. However, she's selected a beautiful spot. It will be a first time that we're doing this actual location. We've done surroundings, but not the actual location. So if you're interested, please send me an IM by the end of the day, instant messenger. Let me tell you where we will be. Starting time will be around 6:15. So you'll have to be on location for 6 for sure. It is a fairly easy location to get to, not to talk too much more on that. But as you all know, Nicole is our Saturday host. She brings Docile Saturdays to you in a different way to how we do it every other day. So as we are having a Docile Saturday that will not be really around the beach tomorrow, I decided this morning that the best thing we should do is come down here and have a good swim this morning. So we're going to do that without any further ado. Morning, how are you going, Barbados? You good? All right, man. So without any further ado, I'm going to set you up here for a second because I want to get myself ready for the sea. You know already, I want to really tease you all this morning, so I want all my hands free and stuff. So I'm just going to put down my umbrella here for a minute. I'm going to put down this tripod first, let you have a little look at some of the glows and stuff are coming off of you. Cruise liner, I'll be back to you in 1 second. I know y'all want to see me, y'all not interested in a cruise liner and all that. I got that covered. Don't worry, you're going to see enough of me today. I got camera time lined up. You all like going crazy then. If y'all can't hear me, it's because I am not projecting my voice as I am now. So, y'all can hear from the tone of my voice, the baritone of my voice, that I am an incredible singer. Everyone knows already. I am the karaoke king. I do not go to karaoke and sing usually because I do not want to put everyone else to shame. Someone asked me about singing the other day. I said the same thing. I cannot put them to shame. You know, if I start to sing, nobody's going to sing after me. So I would have to be the last to sing. I usually, when I see me kind of microphone, to pick up the microphone, put it in a bag quick and move, because I know that I'm going to just sing the whole place down. Alright, drop off here, similar to West Coast. We are on the West Coast, the island. Not too bad in this general area. It's coming off pretty. A good angle this morning. Further down west, I'm sure it'll be a little bit more. We've had a lot of rough sea swells recently, as you know, on the West Coast. However, sea has calmed down. Sand is definitely beginning to move back in place. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I thought, beautiful? Check this out, man. Look at these glows. Woo. I don't know where you are in the world right now, but I'm going to give you a 20-second of that tropical sunrise. Enjoy this there for 20 seconds of silence and peace and serenity. Here you go. No, I didn't start the count, so I forgot to count. So I know my timekeeper is on here, so I want to make sure I didn't drop short. I'd rather go over than drop short, because you know she'll harass me publicly when she could discreetly call me and say, Nick, you didn't do the 20 seconds there. Check your time better. No, she'll come on here criticize my timer and everything else, as everyone else likes to do. It's called pick on Nick. I realize that it even rhymes perfectly. Pick on Nick every day. So any of y'all are on here for the first time or only been on here recently, I know I gotta endure this every day. This suffering is a good thing, and my skin is already, as I told y'all before, coated with an armor that is impenetrable. If not, these people will make me cry every day. I go home some days, and if you tear coming, and all of a sudden dry up just like that because of my magic and my strength. And we're gonna go back over a little bit. Actually, not yet. Let y'all see a little bit more of me. I am not going back over yet. So all of you that love to see me, this is your time now. I see hearts going up the screen like crazy. Heart, heart, heart. That's obviously because of me. Somebody here says, so beautiful and absolutely glorious look. There you go. That's me again, obviously. So I have the timing right. I know this is not, only has an 8 or 10 second delay when I think it's necessary. Otherwise, that is spot on. There we go again. One more switch. All right, so beautiful rainbow beginning to form. Doesn't look as though it's going to make a full rainbow or anything, but it actually gives us a little bit of beautiful color. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give you all your first official 360, which is called the Circle of Love water spin or skim. Here we go. No matter where you are looking, all you're seeing is some glows and reflections that are just mind-blowing. I'm sure that no matter where you are in the world right now, no matter how cold it is, at this very moment you're feeling a little bit of warmth, because you know what it's like to be standing just right here taking in these glows and reflections. Just check these out, man. Stunning this morning. Just beautiful. Love the West Coast for these glows and reflections. West Coast has a lot of good pluses. It's still obviously not the best beach or the West coastline in the world. The best coastline in the world is the South Coast. We've been through that every time. I've had free courses to try and educate people. However, there are some people that you just cannot educate. You can give them all the reasoning, all the understanding, yet they still want to determine which is the best one in their opinion, which is obviously wrong, because if I tell you that this is the best or the other one is the best or wherever the best, you would know it's absolutely accurate. And I say the South Coast is the best coast. The West Coast, great for swimming, great for snorkeling, great water sports, calm sea conditions most of the year. That's why we call it the boring coastline. So West is boring. So if you see someone come up and say WIB, you all know what it means. Actually, they're probably going to come on now and say something different just to contradict me. But understand, the only reason they're saying it differently is to contradict me. It's not because I'm wrong. It's just to contradict me because they are in that argumentative mood. More ships coming in on the horizon. It's going to be a lovely day in Barbados. I hope all of you ambassadors out there are getting ready today to represent yourselves and represent your country. Don't go out there to make your dollar. Go out there to bring the experience. Your dollar will come. Please remember that. It's not about only making money. It's about providing a service that is value for money. Nobody minds paying, but somebody wants to pay for what it's value, not just pay because you say you're going to show them something and don't show them it. So today, please remember, you are ambassadors for this island. Make sure that we only leave all these people this morning with a plus memory of Barbados. Just beautiful. I did some graffiti up here. I took some still shots because I don't know if it exists anymore. I thought big work, you know, serious work. I came on this morning. I had the easel out here. I was going to draw a picture of the port and stuff because I'm also an acclaimed artist as well. But I decided I'm just going to drop a little bit on the beach and spend a little more time there. So I put the easel back in the truck along with all of my pencils. You know, I'm an amazing artist. One of these days. This is not beautiful. I see at the head of the group here, my co-star. Good morning, my darling. It's lovely to see you, Jeanette. And that's everyone else. Good morning to all of you all. I see she is here trying to argue and say something about WIB meaning something else. I did warn you all when I said West was boring that there were certain people who would come on here and try and make a difference. They are. So we have one here. Now I scribe this here. People say, wait, Nicholas has upside down. What are you doing? I'll explain to you why. because I thought this morning with that incoming cruise ship, I don't know if I got the picture, so this may be just a lot of talk. I don't always talk. I usually just give you vital information and keep myself quiet. But you can see the kind of picture perfect view you would have had this morning with that bigger vessel coming in. You can see it's absolutely beautiful. Stunning, stunning work, EMC. Early morning crew. Heart symbolizes what we're all about. Love, peace, happiness, and kindness. We never used to use the heart, but my co-star started using the heart when I was in the West Coast one day. When she was kind of finding me for the first time she ever walked with me. I was not all done by Colony Club. And on the way down, she saw EMC, inscribed the heart below it. And from that day on, we have been putting a heart on the EMC. One of the biggest water parks in the Caribbean, if not the biggest, is belongs to Rascals Beach Bar. Usually known as Wise's Beach Bar. For you who have been here years and years ago, Rascals Beach Bar. It is now known as, you can get your full day's package here, beach chairs, food, use of the actual water park, and all their activities down here and all of their hardware. They have a great option on, so please have a look at that for me. That's Rascals. Have a look for that, please, and check it out. So we did this here in a different direction now. As I told you, I was doing a lot of scribing this morning. So basically just says what it's all about. We are the EMC with a big heart. Again, defining everything that EMC represents. Don't mind, you're seeing a lot of very cruel people on here saying some horrible things to me. Don't worry about it too much. I'm trying to get a thick skin with them. I always blame them because they're nuisances and they blame me continuously all the time. So pick on me. I saw someone say blah 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 just now as though they've run out of words to say. I don't know. I don't run out of words to say. You don't want me to repeat myself. So what's blah 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 supposed to mean? Don't know. Lifeguard facility down here, lots of cameras. So malicious ones, Ray Cope and a co-star again, and everyone else who's malicious, like Deborah who likes the cotton wool cloud skies. I know you all are probably peeping right now, and anyone else. Good morning to you all. I'm waving at you all. Master human being here on the beach walking. Beautiful person he is, I must say for myself. Wi-Fi facilities down here as well. Well, not washrooms, but bathrooms, showers. These are all public that I'm talking about. Nothing to do with Rascals or the beach bars in this area. I just talking about public facilities. Lots of shelter, lots of shade, lots of benches. Very, very popular spot. We're opposite an open market that is on Saturdays. We did that once before as well. Didn't put it up on YouTube because we couldn't get a sync on the mouth and the sound. We put it in that way cruelly because I know that's what they're going to do to me. Cruel. Alright, just over in distance, that's all claimed land. Originally, as I said before, see all these mile trees are? This is not a joke. That's where the sea used to come up to. There was no Spring Garden Highway here. It ended what they call Land's End, which is up by the RSPCA, and then they developed the Spring Garden Highway as an industrial highway to get traffic diverted from the Black Rock area, especially heavy equipment that was working from Bridgetown Port to the north of the island. So that's what the Spring Garden Highway was originally laid for. By doing that, it was well constructed and stuff. It took a long time. I remember the big change that it made to the island. But then all of this section here was built on reclaimed land. Originally the flour mill, which you're seeing over there, like the storage chambers, that's the Barbados flour mill. And just beyond that, what we're now seeing is the Coast Guard division. So we talked about the Coast Guard being at Miami Beach. We talked about the Coast Guard being in Bridgetown, and this is our final location. Massive complex, well secured from north swells. However, when there are north swells, even although they've secured it well, they have to move their boats out of in there because it's too much of a swell that comes in. Everything you want here. They have a lot of different functions on here. They have pan on the sand, which is a steel pan demonstration for lots of people. You usually get thousands of people down here for that. You get beach cricket, you get beach volleyball, big beach volleyball tournaments, beach football tournaments, all types of activities going on down here. So that's Rascals. Just up in the distance there you're seeing, and the building just in the center of the screen now, that's the NCC facilities. Again, lifeguard with all of the cameras, which I'm sure you would have seen by now. And you also get the Wi-Fi in this general section, as I had mentioned as well. Beautiful. So all the sand here, all because of the reclaiming of this land over here. The inside section, the shallow draft, used to have an amazing right in there that used to come off of North Swell. However, because of the drop in the outside section, that no longer happens. And also the expansion of the port could expand out into berthing number 5, etc., which would have pushed it right off, and the swell no longer comes in the way it used to before. But one of the best little rights, unknown rights in the island, was located in there. On the left as well too, but the right had favoured more. Beautiful. This is a highway here. It was not used this year. For the last couple of years, well, it was used for little small booths and rum booths and stuff for the crop over for their Bridgetown market day. However, as you may have known if you were following Bridgetown or crop over this year, we jumped up on the ABC highway from Warrens going up to the Norman Mills roundabout and back. Perfect for spectators, but a lot of the actual participants said that they much preferred the original route. However, because of COVID and because of the government, I gotta say, using a great incentive actually to move to the country where it was big wide open air, we were able to have the crop over activities without enforcing masks or anything like that. So great activity. Just up there as well, over on the right to where the end of the beach is, the Mount Gave is the center. So if you've done tours of Mount Gave is the center, you know exactly where we are right now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Another cement company brings us cement from Trinidad is based over there as well. I think it's Hard Rock Cement. I think, can't remember the name of it offhand. Alright, so here we go. This is why I want to show you about this beach, why I don't class it as being the most beautiful beach. And that is because we are just barely in from the water's edge. And you'll see what happens here. It's reef all along here. So you're just going for a little way. There are a couple of sand pockets and stuff. You can see there are a couple of fish. It's a little bit murky at the moment. A lot of sand is still moving. But this coral is right here, as you can see. And it's going to be a little swell coming in as well. But don't worry. I am a certified oceanographer person. So it's alright. I got that covered. Beautiful conditions down here though. Now, as I said before, when I remember down here as a little fella, the reef all inside of here where sand was active reef. Very full, alive reef. However, the sand is built and built and built. The reef is obviously being covered, and therefore the inside section here with a lot of sand on it is not as healthy or as active as it used to be. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. I can give you all another circle of love. Let me get a little bit deeper here without stepping on coral. So there you go. All the ones that say down here is the best beach. Hold tight with that. There we go. That was just simply stunning. However, because of where we are and the amount of sand down here, the strength of this beach, the height of this beach, I'm going to take you up on the top. We can do one of these circles from up top as well. We're not going to walk too much further up this morning. Just really want to bring you down here, let you see some of the beauty of Barbados. Remember, tomorrow is a big, big day. If you're interested in walking with us, even if you're not interested in walking with us, or if you're not here that you cannot do it, please join us tomorrow because it will be a very informative day. Nicole, as you all know, is well versed in history and stuff. I know she's ready to entertain you tomorrow with a different style, Docile Saturday. It's going to be beautiful. Well, not a different style because she has been doing it now for, I would say, 3 weeks. And almost all of the weeks so far, she's taken it more and more on herself from the beginning to the end, which is wonderful. As I said, we want to do succession with the EMC. We don't want the EMC to die with Nicholas Dean. We want the EMC to continue because it's a movement of peace and love and happiness. Something that the world could use. So it's not one person. It is the actual drive that we're for. It is the journey we're on. Just to bring peace and serenity and love and kindness. So you'll see how much build-up of sand this is. This is a perfect place to show you the kind of build-up of sand. When this was a waterway originally, this would have been coming right down onto the beach. So you can appreciate it. They used to have a small, I can't remember what the name it was. It's a Merdingi Club, I think it was. It was right here, a two-decker shuttle home years ago. You may also remember that. That was the only structure down here on the beach at that time in this general area. And this is to come right onto the beach where the sea was. You could see the amount of tonnage that has built up in this area. So when you see the coast of the island, south and west coast, you can simply look at Carlisle Bay, or you can look at Brandons here, and you will understand the sand hasn't disappeared, the sand has been trapped, from what I can see. But then again, I really don't know too much about it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Another one of the high-end ships coming in now. This has a ratio of, I think, 6.4 or something like that for the crew to passenger. Again, it just means you're going to get high-end service, so there'll always be someone there to cater to you. It could be Bajans though, having a beautiful sea bath. Huh? It's just not just like liquid glass. It's just so perfect and beautiful this morning. Alright, so I'm going to give you our circle of love, but before we do, I did use two words there, perfect and beautiful, and therefore I know I had to turn on the camera because everybody was saying, but wait, I'm not seeing the most perfect thing or the most beautiful thing. No, you are. So let's go back onto this sort of like inferior view. Really not as nice as me, obviously, but as I said before, there's a 0.0001% of the people see Great Police and one or two of her posse who do not want to see me. So I'm going to let you all enjoy seeing the rest of it as well. So circle of love, and we're going to enjoy this here. Here we go. Check the glass on the reflection. Just check this ocean. And Mary, yes, all the boats begin to light up. Here we go. Just beautiful. The numbers down here on this beach there, very, very low. Normally down here has, I would say, maybe another 40 or 50 people taking a sea bath. However, this morning we did have some heavy showers earlier in the morning. We actually had a couple of sprinkles just a little while ago. But as you can see, it's definitely lowered the numbers. A lot of people walk this beach here. This is the longest stretch of beach besides East Coast, which would be Cattle area. This goes from the flour mill, which we just saw behind us, right through the Bats Rock, continuous, straight down the entire way. It is longer than Carlisle Bay or any others. If you want to do some walking, please come and check this out. It is very, very different as you walk too. It's not like Carlisle Bay because you're seeing the entire bay as you're walking, because it's sort of like a horseshoe shape. This area you don't actually see what you're coming up on until you get there. So it's beautiful when you round the points such as by the Hot Pot or Paradise or Bats Rock right down. It's absolutely stunning. I love this section of beach. I said that's for walking and stuff. Now listen, you're all going to get all excited and tell me, well, he said it's the best beach or the most beautiful beach. I never said that. I said I love this beach. Listen, I love pineapple juice. It doesn't mean that I think pineapple juice is the best. So hold that. I've just got to make that clear, because I know some of you all on here must be taking that and saying, man, he said this and he said that. Do not lie on me, please. I can do my own lying very well, as you all would know. Alright, so from... Oh, I just set right off onto the reef. Here we go. So from me and all of the EMC, I bid each and every one of you all a blessed day. I hope you all have all the peace and serenity that you've seen this morning. You can carry this the rest of the day with you. Share it with all your friends, family and loved ones. Remember, if you don't love yourself, first of all, you can't love someone else. If you don't forgive yourself, you're wasting time, because God will forgive you. And if God can forgive you, why can't you forgive yourself? Forgive yourself and move on. Just try not to make the same mistakes again. And remember, share your love, share your peace, share your happiness, share your joy, because the more you give that away, the more you will get. I am living testimony of that. The more I love, the more love I get. The more kindness and care I give away, the more kindness and care I get. So if I'm one example you can go by, trust me, my life has changed completely from who I used to be. Anyone that knew me in the past doesn't know me. I look the same, but definitely not the same at all, because I found peace and serenity, and I found things that matter in life. What matters in life is that I become the best person I possibly can. So when I meet God one day, I am my best version of myself. Have a great day to everyone. I'm going to leave you this view here of the British Harbour area. It is just very confused with a lot of stuff going on in it. I would have to say compact, not confused. And you can have a look at the ship coming in as well. Have a great day, 20 seconds, and then we'll be signing off. See you all later. Bless you all.